Welcome to the Van Conen Sessions, where our opinions may vary, but our God-given rights are forever merged into liberty and justice for all.
I feel the light shine through the window. I hear the wind blow through the trees.
As we are live, I'm having to hit record and all these buttons are flying all over the place and I can't figure out what I'm doing, but here we go.
Trial and error.
Right on. So we appreciate anybody that's tuning in and let us know what you think. If you got any comments about healthcare and how great it is in your world, let us know because it's not so great over here. And what started this conversation was I'll let Bret talk about what happened on his end and what caused us to discuss this in the first place.
Right. So yeah, I had um an ulcerative colitis flare up, which I don't, a lot of people probably aren't too familiar with. It's basically like a predecessor to Crohn's disease. Um it's no laughing matter or no joke. But anyway, long story short, I went to Mackenzie in Sandusky, Michigan for an emergency room visit, and I wasn't even there a full hour and got smacked with a almost $6,000 bill.
$6,000 bill for how long were you there?
Probably about an hour tops, no more than that. Maybe an hour and a half at most. I can't say
Wow.
any more than that. So, because as soon
And
as I got there, they didn't even give me my ID back before they had me in the back. So like they were quick with getting me in there. But that being said, there was not very much time spent there, especially not for no bill like that, man.
right. So I know we have a copy. I know I had a photo of your bill and we were going to look over that and talk about break it down.
Right.
Um, yeah, so obviously you had a CT scan, correct?
Yep.
That was the most expensive at 2,813 bucks. Um, so just I can say, as far as I'm concerned, you said you were over in there for what, an hour and a half, maybe?
Tops. Yep.
Okay, so an hour and a half of your time is costing, and they're trying to charge you. What was the total on that? I didn't see that in the picture.
Let's see. One second. Can you hand me the bill? Let's see. $5,386.
Wow, 5,386 bucks for an hour and a half.
Yep.
Uh, okay, so I can do pretty well in making a living, and I can average about 100 bucks an hour. You're talking about $4,500 an hour for what?
For real. I mean, I will say that by no means am I trying to badmouth a doctor. He's a great doctor.
Right.
And he did everything the way he was supposed to. He was very courteous of everything and all that stuff. So I'm not badmouthing the doctor himself. This is just more of the system.
Well,
I
right.
just,
It's obviously a broken system. We're going to talk about. I got some stuff we're going to go over, but I'm just want to going over this bill, right? So, I mean, 2,800 bucks for a CT scan. I mean, would that take 5 minutes?
yeah, yep,
Obviously, I get the machine is very expensive. I got that, but I mean, they got to recoup that money very quickly. Insurance, we'll get into that too, because insurance is another issue that causes some serious problems. Um, just the emergency room visit alone is 990 bucks. I mean,
yeah,
a little ridiculous. Lab chemistry, 688 bucks because what they checked your blood for,
yep,
whatever ailments.
right, yep,
Um, IV therapy. I mean, what is that therapy when they stick a needle in you and shove saline in you? I mean,
Yeah, I'm assuming because what I mean,
455 bucks to have an IV stuck in you. That's just unbelievable. Drugs detail code, 92 bucks. What kind of drugs they give you, man?
um, Dilaudid? Just one shot of Dilaudid is
Wow.
what they called it. And then there was okay, I'm sorry, there were two things, Toradol and Dilaudid.
Oh,
The
that's kind of
Toradol
like,
didn't work for me, and they were like, well, we'll give this a go. And then my pain went from not that this matters. I have a pretty damn high pain tolerance,
right,
but it went from like an 8 to like a 6 with the after the Dilaudid. And I'm almost, curious if once they found out I didn't have insurance, if they didn't just want to not, oh,
right.
you'll be good with what we gave you because we're not going to get no more money from you. So,
Yeah, well, I guess according to however the government has completely screwed healthcare up, they can't turn anyone down. So,
right.
um, so some of them smaller numbers at the bottom, obviously, lab immunology, 49 bucks, pharmacy, 2201, lab hematology, 74, drug, the 92 bucks, professional fees, $221. I mean, okay.
Mm.
So, like I said, the IV therapy, 455 bucks, lab chemistry is nearly 700, and the emergency room visit is 990. I mean, that's just getting into quite ridiculous.
Yeah, literally just to go and get, your name put in the computer, they charge you a grand almost.
It's definitely an issue. So with that being said, we I don't know what you looked up, but when you look up, so the ironically, you look up AI breaks it down. When you look up healthcare right away, of course, AI breaks down everything for you now.
Right.
But if you
That's what
look at basically it says a mix of public and private coverage healthcare system, the U.S. healthcare system with no universal healthcare. Private insurance is the dominant form of coverage with 65.4% of the population covered in 2023. Public coverage, including Medicare and Medicaid, covers 36.3%. The government pays for about half of all healthcare spending through these programs, which, i.e., the taxpayer. Um, so I found a couple other sites that I wanted to go over some stuff. I don't know what you had looked up.
basically just that screenshot that I'd sent you. I tried to look up um a little bit of details about Michigan specifically. Um, and really all they have are things like the uninsured rate um is 7.8% Michigan, which equals out to 790,000 people are uninsured.
Wow, I'm one of those,
Uh,
Gina and I. Well, and you.
right. Um, just random things, I guess, like um health disparities. Apparently, Native Americans in Michigan face higher rates of cardiovascular disease
Wow.
and diabetes and disability, which I'm not exactly sure how that ties in, but like I said, I did a Google search and these are the things that came up for Michigan healthcare
Hmm.
statistics.
So I found actually an article by a excuse me, I'll get into that in a minute, but I found also an international citizens insurance website that talks about different aspects of the healthcare in the U.S. Healthcare, this is called internationalinsurance.com is the website. Healthcare costs in the U.S. are notoriously high. In fact, they're the most expensive in the world. You've likely heard stories of Americans going bankrupt due to medical bills, often because they don't have enough insurance or any at all. Unfortunately, these stories are not uncommon and highlight a serious issue with affordability of healthcare across the country. And it goes into, a few different aspects of it. Um, how much does healthcare cost without insurance, right? Give some examples. Okay, so an ambulance ride can be anywhere from 400 to 1,200 bucks. Air ambulance, 12 grand to $100,000. Okay, so the ER visit, here you go, 700 to 3,400 plus. Well, you found yours is just about double that.
Yeah.
So see, your urgent care is 80 to 800 plus, which Tina had mentioned you should have went there, but I don't know where the nearest urgent care is for you. Is probably where
Um,
Cass City or something.
Actually, I think there is one in Sandusky.
Oh, is there
I
not?
don't. I think there is one now. Somebody told me that they won't. The urgent care won't though, unless you have like they can turn you away.
Oh, really?
Um, right, right. So I don't know. I don't know if that's factual. I just know that that was the first thing I considered doing was going to urgent care. And then someone had told me they don't think if I don't have insurance that they'll
Okay.
or if I, they'll ask if I have the money to pay for it now, and if I don't, then which I didn't. So,
Excuse me. It's very unfortunate because, as you know, like I said, Tina and I are in the same boat, and I just kind of do odd jobs to keep my head above water. And, if something medical happens, I mean, I'm screwed. I don't have no insurance. I can't afford anything. I would be bankrupt. I don't own anything anyways. Um,
right.
so it goes down into what are average cost of cancer treatment without health insurance. You're looking at breast cancer from 20 grand to 100,000 plus, brain cancer from 100,000 to a million plus, pancreatic cancer from 29 grand to 175,000 plus. Melanoma goes from 400 to 50,000 plus, and bone marrow transplant can be 80,000 to 400,000 plus. So I learned some lessons the hard way about insurance over the years too. When I did have insurance, insurance is there's a lot of BS involved. Obviously, anybody that has it or deals with it, I to get prescriptions. I mean, there were times I would go to get a prescription and it was going to be like 75 bucks. I'm like, 75 bucks.
Oh
Take that
wow.
off the insurance and I can pay like 15 or 20 bucks cash, you know.
Right.
Same with visits. I go to the doctor twice a year. I pay $65 for the office visit. I pay for my own scripts. I go to the dentist twice a year. I pay $300 a year for checkup and cleaning, and then they give me a 10% off, whatever, if I need more, which, that can get very costly. But when you add insurance to it, it creates a whole mayhem.
Right. I know
Um,
I went to a doctor in Port Huron one time when I was working at Eisman because I had some health issues going on, which I feel like were directly related to my alcoholism. But anyway, I went for a doctor checkup there and I had to pay with cash the day of. And just for that day, that one visit, cost me 130 bucks.
well, yep.
And I was like,
So,
wow. Which
yep.
they did. They ran labs and shit. So I'm sure that had to do with it, with the overall price, but or fees.
So on this international insurance .com website, it goes over a few more things. Lab test your average cost of common tests without insurance in the United States. Cholesterol tests is 130 to 200 plus. Walk-in clinic, portable digital meter, 75 to 200 plus. X-rays can be $50 to 1,000 plus. MRI scan can be 375 to 2850 plus, and blood test 300 to 650 plus. Now I know my dad, your grandpa, he's had to pay for the same blood work I get, and I pay cash. I only pay the most I've ever paid is 110 bucks for the full spectrum analysis. And
Uh-huh.
grandpa's had to pay 700-800 bucks out of his pocket with insurance.
Holy hell.
All right, so that's ridiculous. And he's on Medicaid or Medicare as well. He's 71 and still works full time, paying out of his pocket. It's ridiculous. Um, Medications, okay, insulin can be it says on here insulin $35 a capped amount. Now, I don't Grandpa actually does he don't do insulin. He has type 2, so he takes a couple pills a day, so I'm not sure how that works for him on his cost there. Asthma
Right.
inhalers 25 to 50 plus.
I can't imagine it being
Oh.
cheap, still, even if it's
Right.
not um the insulin.
Allergy shots 965 to $2,000 plus. And then cholesterol meds 35 to $600 plus. It goes down. Let's see, how much more do we get into? Okay, so family planning, that's a whole nother conversation, but the prenatal care, 90 to $500 plus per visit. Uh, Postpartum checkup, 100 to 300 plus. Labor and delivery can be $6,600 to 16,700 plus. Complications can lead to 3,000 plus $3,000 a day. Okay, cesarean sections can cost from 9,400 to $27,500 plus. And that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
So surgeries, list some average surgery costs. Brain surgery can be 50,000 to 150,000 plus. I have a cousin that's just went through several of those. That's very unfortunate. She's our cousin, but you don't know her. My Uncle Dave's,
Okay.
your great Uncle Dave's daughter, Jody. Um, and we pray that she's doing okay now. Or as far as I know, she's way
Absolutely.
better. Anyways, gallbladder removal, 5,500 to 17,000 plus. Coronary artery bypass, your grandpa went through that, 30,000 to 200,000 plus. And he had that
Oh,
done, what, three times?
3 times, yeah.
Yep. Because he had,
Yeah, actually, little known fact, I don't know if this has changed, but when he had his third, they told him that they could not do it in Michigan because they will only do two because
okay,
they have to take veins and stuff
yeah,
from your like legs and stuff. So they told him that there was restrictions on how many times they could do it. So we actually had to take him to Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland Clinic is where he had it done because they would actually do it,
okay.
but they would not do it in Michigan.
Wow.
Anything over two,
That's crazy. Yeah, I wonder how they even do that for the third one then.
right?
So gallbladder removals, 5,500 to 17,000 plus. Cataract surgery, 3,500 to 7,000 plus per eye. Hernia repair can be 3,900 to 12,500 plus. Your Uncle Bobby, my brother, went through that, but his got in very invasive, so I'm sure his cost way more than that.
Right.
Um, Appendectomy can cost 33,000 to $48,000 plus, and that's crazy. Hysterectomy, 9,700 to 22,500 plus. And tonsillectomy, 4,000 to 6,000 plus. So, I think that's pretty much it on this site here, except for breaks and sprains, average cost, this is all without insurance costs. Um,
Right.
Hip fracture, 8,400 to 32,200 plus. Sprained or broken arm, 190 plus. Forearm x-ray, 16,000 plus surgical. Sprained or broken leg, 15 plus crutches to 35,000 for surgery. And physical therapy, 75 to $150 per session. So, obviously the costs are just outrageous. And instead of I mean, I don't have all the answers, but it's unbelievable. So I found
Yeah, absolutely.
to go along with that, I found from the American College of Surgeons, I found a surgeon. He's a practicing surgeon for 44 years. His name's James K. LCMD. He wrote this in February of 25. And obviously, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's some few things he mentions in here. Um, Obviously, starting to talk about people needing surgeries, and they come in, and the first thing they say is, I can't afford that, so what are we going to do? Uh, so, like he says, a frequent disturbing type of patient encounter during my practice highlights the essence of this decay. Um, He says instead of for a particular surgery, a patient they would rarely ask the most obvious and important questions, such as, "Will I have significant pain? Is it dangerous? Can I die?" Instead, they ask, "How can I pay for this? Will I lose my house or my job? How fast can I get back to work?" Followed often
Sad.
frequently by comments like, "There's no way I can afford this. I don't have access to the level of deductible. This will bankrupt me." And it's true. I mean, not over medical bills, but I've had to file bankruptcy years ago. I hope to never have to do that again. Um, so there's a couple of things he has said in here. I'm trying to find without downloading the whole thing and then highlighting.
Right.
So this system leaves too many people out, resulting in 26 million uninsured and 43 million underinsured. I mean, that's a combined almost third of the population that are either uninsured or underinsured. There's some
Insane.
comments here that okay, so he says here, and this makes complete sense, and then he quotes a couple people. Like the rearranging of the deck chairs on the sinking Titanic, piecemeal realignments will not be enough. They are failing now and will fail in the future. As Abraham Lincoln so aptly said when faced with a similar existential crisis decades ago, the dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. We think anew and act anew. And then he says, in consideration of this concept in our current predicament, I am reminded of an observation said to be made by Winston Churchill that describes our country's often tortuous and convoluted method of confronting public and policy issues. This is so true. Quote, Americans will always do the right thing only after they have tried everything else. In other words, we do, and we keep try to cut corners, try to do this, try to do that, try to put it all on the taxpayers' back. And what are we doing in the end? A
Yo,
lot of people are screwed over. Grandpa lost his health care when Obamacare kicked in. Same with me. I lost my health care, couldn't afford it no more. All in the name of equality and equity, right? Sure, Bert. How'd that work
yeah,
out for you?
We seen how that worked out.
Yep. So, anyways, as we discuss healthcare, I don't know if anybody's chiming in. If you can see, I'm not even looking at Facebook, but
we've had a couple here and there, but looks
okay,
like nothing's steady.
right on. Yeah, who wants to
That's
talk about
okay.
healthcare? It's okay.
Right. That's
Uh,
okay. We love you anyway.
right. So, that's funny. So, now that the POTUS tidbits and facts is all through with, and I elaborated so deep on Biden last week.
It was great.
We have I'm going to switch up my end over here to I'm going to keep my tidbits and facts going, and I figured this week I'd actually shared this picture with you from those of you that know Tina and I went to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky on our way down to Georgia. It was very cool. Um, so I got Ark Encounter and facts I'd like to share with you guys. This is amazing. So the amount of wood that was used to build this thing, let's check this
If
out.
a woodchuck could, man,
Oh
tell
boy,
you.
he'd be chucking, and he wouldn't have no teeth left after a minute. So Engelmann spruce trees were harvested for the project. The already dead trees killed by a fire were removed for the project before they rotted. These trees are over 4 feet in diameter and used for support. And those were the main ones inside. Man, they're massive. I'm like, wow, those trees are huge, man. Um, the decking, there is 600,000 board feet of decking. Plywood, 15,150 sheets of wood, 4 by 8. Bamboo flooring, 290,000 board feet, 55 miles worth of bamboo flooring.
Holy flock.
Drilling, that's a lot of wood. Drilling, 67,467 holes drilled in heavy timber. Steel plates, 95 tons worth of steel plates. Total board feet used in the building of the ark was 3.3 million 612 miles and does not include interior exhibits. It's 300,000 3-inch to 24-inch long screws, built to withstand 120 mile per hour winds. Now, the time to build the ark, from what they gather according to the Bible, it took Noah 55 to 75 years with 8 people and possibly hired help. The Ark Encounter builders, almost 2 years with a team of thousands. Now, that's pretty amazing,
Yeah, it is.
especially if any of you had looked through those pictures, man. It's hard to do it justice unless you're actually there seeing it.
For
Truly
real.
amazing.
I imagine the sequoias to be very similar to that. You could see pictures and you're just like, wow, but
Right.
I would love to see that in person too.
Very cool. So yeah, obviously the healthcare system is, and most of us realize that it's pretty broken. Um, Not a lot you can do about it unless you have a hell of an income or maybe, I guess depending on the job you have, some places used to offer great health insurance and then, federal government got involved and screwed that up too. They're pretty good at that.
For real. Yep,
Um,
anything they get involved with for the most part. Everything.
so and this guy that I had talked about here on this American College of Surgeons, the website is facs.org, and the author of the article, he's a surgeon of 44 years of experience. He um, he says placing profits over patient care. The U.S. healthcare system handicaps business competitiveness with a crippling 160% increase in employer healthcare costs in the last 20 years, which averages about $14,000 per employee. This system also causes downward pressure on employee wages, resulting in an 8.9% inflation adjusted decrease in employee household income. In addition, it requires many Americans and their families to line up in fields for humanitarian healthcare events, mirroring the activities of many third world countries, as well as requiring increased numbers of citizens to use the ER as their default medical care. And what did that do?
Yeah,
Cost you half your arm and part of your leg.
for real.
And it's, unfortunately, he says currently the U.S. compared to similar Western countries has the lowest life expectancy at birth, the highest reported maternal and infant mortality, highest hospitalization rate from preventable causes, highest death rate for avoidable and treatable conditions, highest suicide rate, and highest chronic disease burden rate in the world. And we're supposed to have the greatest health care. It's definitely
Right.
something that should be addressed. I think this administration, I know they are doing some things, and we ain't going political with it, but healthcare definitely should be up right at the top of things that need to be fixed. Power back to the
Absolutely.
people. We should be able to purchase healthcare across state lines. There's all kinds of things we should be able to do to make it more affordable. Um, but is what it is
You
over there.
know, right. Something feel like we've been battling on and off for since
Right.
America's, since the healthcare system became a thing.
Right. So how's the dad jokes over there? You got any?
Oh man, I'm slacking
You
on
slacking?
the dad jokes over there.
Oh, nice. That's okay. That's okay.
I gotta write this down. I need like notes where I'm just like, oh yeah, this is what we talk about, so I gotta have these on there.
Did I
All
send
right.
you that video of the dad finding he's like talking to his kid about it's the one that I sent you, the funny guy who does the videos where
All
he
right.
talks like this and
Yeah, right.
he's like he finds a video where he's like he sees a gorilla doing a dance on TikTok and he
All
walks up
right.
to his kid. Yeah, and he's like,
You see this? It's the gorilla. He's dancing. And then
Right.
he's
Like,
like, oh, this is AI? He's
you're
like,
right.
no, this is out of control.
That's great. It reminds me of great grandpa when we were younger. He used to get on the edge of a seat about wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit, that ain't real. Okay, grandpa, settle down. Uh,
Right. Well, I mean, he's partially right because it is scripted, but a lot of the
right.
physical shit they do
Oh,
is real.
definitely. Definitely some people getting hoit.
Oh yeah.
Getting hurted.
Yeah, yeah. So we got a guy chime in on your post earlier while I reposted it. So a guy we went to school with, Patrick Heffron. I'll make you famous. He could have joined us. Maybe we can get him on sometime. He commented on that post. I don't know if you've seen it, just 7 minutes ago. I will read what he wrote. Unfortunately, healthcare in Michigan has been defined by Gestapo Gretchen. Ooh, to include and encourage the slaughter of the unborn. Can't agree more. As long as the message has been to do no harm and ethnically cure and care, the battle against big farm and the government dole has corrupted the profession. Absolutely. True health care is not a right. It is a trade you must pay for. Unfortunately, many see suffering and dollar signs and ignore the cure for prolonged profit, or the opposite is also true. Many care providers are private and fair, focused on a smaller specific community. Either one is dominated by government overreach and doctrine. I want oversight from authority to hold responsibility, but that's where it should end. Your health is your responsibility, not mine. We live in an age where people have purposely destroyed themselves over time and expect low cost care when the truly broken or sick rely on charity, community and Christian goodwill because of inflated costs and lack of morality in our broken society. And I pretty much agree with all that, Pat, and we appreciate you chiming in there. Come
Yeah,
join us
for sure.
sometime for another topic. I do believe Pat is a musician as well. We can get him on maybe to talk about the music on the podcast.
Hell
We
yeah.
shall see. I have been in contact with Pat. Haven't seen him since high school, but um, yeah, we do know each other, and it's been a lot of years. But anyways, thanks again, Pat, for chiming in. Um, we're just trying this Facebook Live thing. It's the first time we've done it and messing around, trying to get this thing going here. Um, Still waiting on the dad jokes over there, but
Oh shit.
I guess we don't have
Yeah,
any
let's see.
today, huh?
Well, I mean, we it's always obtainable, you know.
Right, right,
It's not like we can't find some dad jokes.
right.
They're just not gonna be as, you know, they're not gonna be as good because I didn't have time to
Oh,
really pick
right,
out
yeah,
some
yeah.
good ones
Huh?
here, you know. Oh
Oh,
shit,
look,
hold
it
on.
even it translate for us on the live feed here.
Oh, hold on. I can't see that. I'm trying to find dad jokes. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
we can do the dad jokes. All I gotta do is start going and throwing the what the on the video effects there.
Oh, yeah, you don't
So
need dad jokes. You got filters.
the filters, yeah, gotta throw some filters on there.
Everybody loves a good Chuck Norris joke, so here's one. Chuck Norris got shot yesterday. The bullet is in critical condition.
Holy,
The bullet really took a beating on that one.
oh, he karate chopped it, did he?
Yeah,
Oh
he
no,
probably dented him.
that's nice. That's funny. Got to get those dad jokes readily available. You know what I'm saying over there?
Yeah, that's what yeah, I know.
No, it's all good. We're trying to do a lot here at once, and we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah,
people.
and you know, Reddit's not on top of it with their dad jokes.
No, that should be
Nah.
the old man's responsibility, right? The dad jokes.
No, Reddit over here, like, because I use Reddit every now and then. It's got some
All
good
right.
stuff.
Uh Apparently dad jokes are not some of those stuffs.
Some some of the dad jokes, might not be,
Some of them are just really just they shouldn't be, period.
and they just shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why don't skeletons fight each other?
I don't know.
They ain't got the guts.
Oh, good Lord, I should have known that one.
You gotta insert the little meme, the little dude, you know, the chip chunks.
The chip chunks. Hold on. So forget
Chip
about
chunks,
it.
man.
Uh, Time to do some filters over there.
Some
We can do some
flocking
funny
filters, man.
because I mean, what else you gonna do when you're cool like this right here? See how you doing over there? Ah,
Over there.
oh, it ain't showing up on the live.
Oh man,
Oh wait, it's delayed. Hold on.
It might be.
Oh yeah, it is. It's just delayed. Here it
it's
comes.
delayed. See.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
There it is. Oh, I see
Oh,
it. Look at how cool that is, right? Don't be stupid over there. Hold on, I'll throw the top hat on that. Yeah, boy.
yeah.
Yeah. Going to have coffee with the guys.
Over in français.
Don't be dumb, man. I'll put your eye out.
Don't be dumb, dude.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's really not that funny, but
No, it's, I mean,
well, when you're trying to laugh about what the flock,
bare necessities.
too bad it doesn't have the audio filter.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, no, that'd be all right. You're getting out of control over there.
Holy fucking A,
What'd you
man.
do? Throw us on stage?
I'll be here all week.
Oh boy. Well,
See, it
listen,
looks
man,
like
we
we got four eyeballs on us right now.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do
Well,
we
it depends. It
appreciate?
depends on if they each have two eyes.
Right. Is that 2 sets? Oh well, look, man, it's we're trying to do the thing. We did the live, I guess, first time around here, and we managed to get
Yeah, I
through 40
might have to
minutes
do
of
one of these on my own one of these days over there.
went through
See if I can
40
get some.
minutes of healthcare garbage, and people are like, "Oh, good Lord, what are you talking about healthcare for?" Yeah, well, it affects all
Precisely.
of us one way or another. So,
It's true. And
listen,
I also wanted to bring a point that I went, luckily, thank God, when everything happened with the alcohol shit, that I had health insurance then, dude, because I wouldn't want to see the fucking bill for that 6 days that I was in the hospital.
I can
Cause
only imagine,
yeah, because that was probably a whopper and a half, man.
right? No doubt. Yeah, listen, so we made it. We made it about 45 minutes into this one, and without having a guest, it's kind of dragging on zero airtime. But
Looks like Nick Guillory said that. Oh, is he hearing us now? Can you hear us, my friend? I think you hopped on when we're about to hop off.
oh yeah,
He's commenting things. He
all
said,
right.
"Mine don't work. No, not good." Then he said, "This is true."
What
So
happened?
something we said is true.
Uh, it is true. You
It
should come
is.
join us there, Mr. Nick. But
Yeah, man.
anyways, we're going to call this show, and hopefully we can get some people to start joining us on a weekly basis, more if we have the time. And so
Absolutely.
we had discussed, because I basically got, I think, all of the music stuff edited and put out there that I wanted to, the prelude to our series of music podcasting, because I would like to at least discuss it once a month, talk about up and coming new people, see if we can reach out. Obviously, we got a Michael Brody down here in Georgia I'm trying to get with when he gets time. We had mentioned Glenn Brook, if we could possibly get her on.
Right. Yeah,
Whoever,
anybody and everybody.
yeah, whoever we can get on to
Um,
come join us and talk about their aspirations as well as ours, and we should all help each other out. It'll be fun.
right.
So,
Yeah.
as always, we appreciate everyone tuning in to the Vancona sessions, and we will see you next week. Next week? Oh, next
And
week.
oh, next week.
Yeah. We'll next week from Road Round. So we will see you all next week on the Vancona sessions. Let us know if you'd like to chime in with a topic of your choice. If you don't want to talk about music, we can
Right.
schedule that a different time, but we appreciate y'all
We're
tuning
open.
in, and we will see you again. Peace from Grovetown,
Peace
Georgia.
from Peck.
I feel the light shine